Welcome to the collective. We are minus. We are one.
Anyway, what's happening? How's everyone doing? What are you guys up to? It is Sunday, our time for our annual weekly AMA, where you guys ask some questions. Be sure to at me, super chat me, however you want to get my attention so I can find it, and then we'll try to answer. And if I can't, hopefully Google's smart enough to figure out the answer. I'll scroll up here, see what we got going on in the roll call right off the get-go. Mr. Budweiser. That do a little echo for a little bit there. We got Andres 23007. What's going on? Hello, what is Helios Genesis? I probably butchered that. Duro Pool is rocking, Rabid. Doubt you'll see this. I seen it. I see everything. I see all. Which pool are you on? You on the community pool, the Rabid pool? I'm assuming you're mentioning the Rabid pool here, but we'll see. First time 13. Welcome, Patrick Guyan. What do we got? Hash Force. What's going on, Hash Force? That's a wicked name. Skirm.
Rud Putz.
Rud Putz is in the house as well. Scrolling. Ogre MGTOW. What's happening? Scrolling. You guys are talking away. What do we got here? Fully Electric. Red Panda Mining is also live. Panda's live right now too? Oh, I missed it. I was not aware of that. Okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Why we don't have too many viewers right now. Smash that like button so we get some new people in the house. We got 23 viewers, 9 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Smash it up. Jake Boone, what is going on? Oh, I thought it jumped on me. Secure. Oh, I can never say that full name, but Secure C, what's happening? Mark Rigby, what's going on? Scroll. Oh, it just jumped on me now. Mind Son, what's happening? I'm listening to both Rabid and RPM and I'm getting sensory overload. What's he talking about? I wonder if we can like talk about the same thing at the same time and mix things up. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But that'd be that'd be crazy. I think so. Yeah. Oh, Duke Nukem, what's going on? CC, what's happening? Crazy, Jock McMiner, and yeah, hopefully I got you. If I didn't, you can just yell at me. It's okay. So yeah, AMA, ask questions, guys. What do you want to talk about? Let's do stuff. So while we're waiting for questions, I was kind of updating, as you know, Caspa's been pumping and stuff again. So it's updating my spreadsheet. Looks like some of the auto updating is having issues, but look at Caspa. If you guys can see this on your screen, depending if you're watching on a phone or not, Caspa is paying miners $440,650 USD per day right now. Actually, no, that might be wrong because I don't have the actual having. Oh man, I got to readjust this because the Caspa block reward dropped since this. So it's not this much. I lied. I failed. But it's up there. ETC is sitting around 324,000. Now I wanted to sort this from highest to lowest, but these NAs kind of mix that all up, so it makes it all look totally weird. So, but we have Conflux in here at 117,000. That's looking not too bad. Next up, what do we got? Like, look at how small look how small Flux is. Flux is only paying its miners $26,000. $26,000 is here's our budget. We're gonna pay miners to secure our network with $26,000. Yeah, okay, anyway, moving on. We got Alephium here at $15,000. Alephium has been profitable for a while, as we know, but hey, what's Radiant at? Where's Radiant? Yeah, because I got to update those, actually. Where's Radiant here? So, yeah, it doesn't auto-update. Let's find out what Radiant is currently paying miners. What's the price here? RXD, Radiant. Let's update this one. So, the current price is 000551. So it's up a bit. Nice. Since last time I did this. So 000551. 7,000. So they're paying miners $7,200. So, what does that mean? If it may become profitable from a pump or something, but due to the low amounts that they're actually paying miners, you got to keep in mind, it's not going to support that much hash rate. Like, think about Ethereum. It was paying over $20 million, in a bear market prior to the Ethereum merge. So it could absorb so much hash rate. It had a lot of room to grow into miners. And then you go to something that's paying you like $7,000. Obviously, it can't support everyone that was there. Now, in theory, if all these coins in the end, next bull run add up to around at least to what Ethereum was, will remain about as profitable as Ethereum. Some might have higher expenses based on the algorithm you're mining because it uses more power, and some of the algorithms use less power. But overall, as long as these all equal up to around close to Ethereum, we'll be okay. So far, it's not looking like it's anywhere near those numbers, and a lot of GPUs are still shut off, waiting to turn on. So this is something we always got to keep in the back of our mind. Now, I messed up the whole Caspa thing, so we're going to have to figure this out again. Actually, we can do that right now. Anyone know what the current Caspa block reward is? I guess we can go to what to mine and kind of see. Let's do a calculation here. Caspa block reward is sitting at 246. All right, so 246 is what the block reward currently is. So we can figure this out. Some of you guys are curious how to do this. I did a spreadsheet. I put it together, how to make your own spreadsheet on how to mine and stuff. So this is part of the process. So you probably know what I'm doing. And if you didn't see those videos, check them out, because you can make your own profitability calculator, and because you can't really rely on these websites because they can be off quite often. So anyway, we're going to start with, I have it written down here. There's 86,400 seconds in one day, in 24 hours. So now we got to take that, and I needed to divide that by the amount of, where we got here. Where is my thingamajigger? So we got to come into here. We're going to go into Caspa. And now we got to get the estimated, so average block time right now, so 1 second. That's pretty easy. So actually 1 second block times, we have 86,000, so that's just all we need. So we're hanging out at 1 second block times. Now we got to go back to the block reward, and we're going to times that by, where are we at here? Where's Caspa? 246. So times 246.94. So that is 21.3 million coins per day. What do I have here? 23. So yeah, wow, we're down like 2 million, over 2 million coins right now. So 23.9 million is where I had it here. So let's just see what we're getting right now with the current emission schedule. So we're at 21,335,616. So 21,335,616 coins. Let's see what this number now adjusts to. 392. So we're still in first place here, obviously, ahead of ETC in terms of paying out miners, but it's not over 400,000. But it's still the top coin. So here we can see 392,000, which you can't see because my screen was messed up. Now you can. $392,575 per 24 hours. Now you put those two together, ETC plus Caspa, we're sitting over $700,000 here at 392 and that. So that's awesome. We're up to here. Add everything up. I still don't even think we're at about $1 million at that point. So like I said, we're not even at $1 million. Prior to the merge, Ethereum was paying out 21.9 million. Yeah, we are a long ways to go for here. But regardless, it depends what these coins hit in future markets. Now, do we have any questions or anything yet? What do we got here? RabidMining, that's why not so many on your stream yet. Okay, yeah, for sure. Panda streaming. He has everybody over there. You're listening to both. Still no questions. No one's curious about anything? I guess not. We just know everything now these days. Caspa block reward reduces every month, so the rewards will decline every month, but looks like price keeps increasing, offset it for sure. So if you are unfamiliar with the Caspa emission schedule, I did record how the whole operation works, but yeah, every month the Caspa rewards drop every single month. And in theory, due to the every month drop, it works out to be every 1 year is a complete halving. So when a halving event happens on Caspa every year, but it just happens so by dropping a little bit every single month. Now remember, Ergo might be set for another block reduction coming up as well, because they're actually reducing 3 Ergo every 3 months until it gets down to only 3 Ergo, and then from that point it's going to remain at only 3 Ergo until all of the Ergo coins are minted. So that's the Ergo process there. And I'm not sure what the profitability is. I don't even know if I have my block rewards set correctly for that one. It's been a while. I got to update that sheet again, take a look at everything. But yeah, it's a good way to keep track of, in theory, how profitable GPU mining is. Now we can use a lot of tools. Like look at hashrate.no right now. We come into here, we can see Caspa is making 94 cents on Casper right now, or a 4090 is 94 cents on profit. That's pretty darn good, but this is a 4090. This is like over a $2,000 GPU. If you're from Canada here, it's like $2,500, $3,000 or something to get your hands on one of these. It's crazy expensive. We got the 4080s, it's all the new gen. A lot of people have, and it is a smart idea kind of in theory. People are trying to sell off their 3000 series and picking up the 4000 series because newer gen is more efficient. And that's really what you need. Now, obviously, if you can get your hands on something cheap, that's what you want as well. But we're looking at the profitability. Now, the profitability is here still because I still feel we looked at the numbers because so many miners have shut off. They're waiting to turn back on. If every miner that was on previously in the last bull run, or when the ETH merge prior to Ethereum merge, and all those miners were still here right now mining away, we would have zero profit across the board. So don't be kind of misled into thinking, oh, profitability, we're going to the moon. We're still nowhere near the point of all that hash rate being able to turn on. We're nowhere near close enough to become profitable yet. But, for you guys that are hanging in there, we are profitable right now based on a lot of these current networks, hash rates, and your power price as well. What's for dinner? I'm not sure what's for dinner today. I can't even remember. What did we have last night? Oh, we had I think we had trout and salmon, or we had some type of fish last night. Is your Dero pool back up? Was it down? I didn't even know it ever went down. It looks like it's up. Anyway, my rigs are connected to it, and I didn't see any issues. So yeah, should be fine. When did it go down? How long ago? I never noticed any issues. But yeah, here is my Dero pool. It seems to be rocking, doing its fun. We found what? Altogether, 536 plus 66, so almost 600 blocks it has found in the previous 24 hours. Actually, we're not even. We're about 3/4 of the way through. So it seems to be doing all right. I want to hold long-term costs. Do not matter. There you go. You're holding out of pocket. Obviously, that's the best way to hopefully rock up the most amount of profitability. But you do got to keep in mind, what if some of the coins you're hodling don't do that well? That could be a thing. Now, in theory, we will see inflated prices across the board, even if there isn't even any trading. Like what we noticed with the Duro split, exchanges were shut down, but Duro still skyrocketed in price when Bitcoin went up. So there's a lot of background stuff that still increases prices, even if no one is actually buying the coin, which is interesting. So yeah, I don't know, crazy. Should I go for a solo BTC mining with my two S19s? Ooh, great question, Secure C. That's up to you. What's your power price? I guess would be the best way to start on it. If you have cheap power, you know what? Good luck to you. Do it. But if you don't, I don't know. And this is kind of I don't even know where to start with this because I don't want to give any type of misinformation out there. But there's been some discrepancies. I know we talk about solo mining all the time, and it's luck based and it depends on hash rate, but you always hear about the little guy hitting blocks and so on, yada, yada, yada. Now, obviously that part is all true, but at the same time, I feel there is a lot of misconception about solo mining versus mining pools. Now, what do I mean by this? I mean, a long time ago, to mine crypto, there never used to be mining pools. You could only run your own node and mine to it. That was how you used to have to mine crypto, like maybe 6 years plus ago. And then all of a sudden mining pools started coming out. And ever since then, it's almost like mainstream media. They slowly start planting the seeds. So eventually over time, we get to where we are right now. And that is pretty much, you have to mine to a pool if you want to be profitable. And that's pretty much the going thing now. Mine to a pool. What's the best pool? We're picking pools. We all want to mine the pools. And these pools are making mad amounts of money off so many people on it. It's crazy. So is it actually better? And, now we hear all these things coming on. Wooly Pooly stealing from everybody. And we got this going on. And F2 Pool stealing across all their coins as well. And a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on in the background. So is it actually better to mine to a pool, or should you just solo mine? Now, again, hash rate, obviously it's going to take you forever. If you have a single 3900X trying to mine XMR, it's probably going to take you a year or two to hit a block, or you could find one in a week. You could find one in an hour. You never freaking know. But could it be actually better to actually mine to your node and not even use a pool? Now, I know for all the impatient people, even with pools, people are mining to it. Oh, I don't want a daily pool. I don't want a weekly payout and stuff like this. I want to see my earnings go up constantly all the time, paid to my wallet, yada, yada, yada. And those are the people that like to rush things and ultimately could end up losing long term because you don't really care about what's actually going on. And then you have third-party platforms, Unmineable, and other things like that. They're a middleman in the whole game, and they're charging a little bit extra because they make things easy for you. So it's very interesting on all these little things kind of playing out. Now, you really got to do a lot of testing and figure out what's actually going on. But in the end, it might be better to just bypass the whole pool process altogether and just do it yourself. But again, I got to do a lot of testing to figure this to see what's actually legit. But I feel there's a lot of misinformation regarding solo versus pool mining. In the end, it does kind of equal out. And technically, because there's no pool fee involved, if you're running your own node, you would be more profitable if it does even out. Anyway, yeah, it's crazy. You got to DIY the pool yourself. Yeah, you need pool software because the get work protocol doesn't work with a node directly. On which, it depends on the coin, I suppose. Larson, what coin are you talking to someone else? Did I miss something here? Some do need pool software, and you do have to do that, and it's a lot of extra work. Most nodes, though, you don't need any other type of software, but it probably does depend what you want. Indeed, I was just saying most pools, 60 millisecond is best latency over the years. I found a lot of pools, like I've solo mined on pools with like 300 millisecond latency, and I found more blocks on them than I found on ones where I only had like 30 latencies. So I feel latency, yes, it's bad. If you're witnessing a lot of stale shares, then it's a latency issues. But if you're not really seeing any stale shares, it's under 1% or something, latency doesn't really matter. So yeah, it's very interesting. Solo mining, you probably want to be a little more sticky. It's pool mining, I never had any issues with latency at all. Like 300-400 milliseconds versus 60, 30, and so on. I get the same rewards, and depending on the pool, you even end up with more rewards because it's a better pool versus on the higher latency. So I feel there's a lot of misconception there as well. But again, best case scenario comes down to the pool itself, and you do want best connection is lowest latency. But then if the pool is kind of scamming you from the top, it's not really working out in your favor. So who knows? It's crazy. There's a lot of stuff you really got to be aware of when mining, because people will dig at you as much as they possibly can. At RabidMining, for the Ironfish testnet node, when it goes mainnet, can we still mine to our node, or do we have to mine through a pool? You can definitely 150,000 million %. That's not even a number, but you know where I'm going at this. Mine to your own node. You do not need a pool. It's exactly like the testnet is right now. Now, as far as I'm aware, when the mainnet does go live, it's going to be a new protocol. There'll be an update and everything, and it's going to start from block 0. So obviously the syncing process will be extremely fast. And then if you already got it working on the testnet like I did, and I was getting my mine coins, which we saw in previous streams, you're good to go. You hit a block on mainnet, you now have official mainnet Ironfish coins, and it's not going away. You don't have to worry about any of the KYC thing. That was only through the very first 1 to 3 phases, I believe, of way early testnet to get the airdrops and KYC. On none of that from this point forward, none of that applies. There's 0 KYC, and it's to the moon forward. So yeah, you can definitely mine to your node once mainnet does go live. Get work an RPC method used by a miner to get hash rate work to try to solve. It will mostly being superseded by the newer get block template mining protocol. So when you changed to get block template, you needed a pool. Rabid, what's your favorite CPU for mining, the 3959 or 5950X? My favorite CPU is whatever you can find at the cheapest price. It's pretty much how it comes down to it, honestly. That's what I look at. I look at price. So if you can find a 3900X for like $200, I'm talking Canadian prices here. In US, that'd probably be like 140 or something. But you can find a 3900X for $200, and then you find like a 3950X or a 59 or something, it's like $350, $400. Obviously the $200 CPU is looking like a lot better price. So I find whatever is the cheapest I can find at the time. Now, in terms of the best CPU for mining on a consumer grade scale, I would roll with the 7000 series. And if you can find a good deal for it, I'd jump on it. But they're just expensive. The AM5 platform and everything in general is just, it's too expensive. Those motherboards are way overpriced. So it's kind of dumb. But yeah, I would jump on whatever you can find for the best price. Panda Raid, what's going on, everyone? Coming in the house. Everyone rocking in. Welcome, Panda Miners, welcome. Please, can you do a vid? I can mine through Hero Miners, but no clue how to mine directly to Node. For Jot McMiner, which coin are you referring to? Are you referring to Ironfish? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I showed you guys how to set up your wallet to your nodes. I didn't actually show you guys how to set up the actual mining to your node yet. That's right. I can see why people are confused now. I was supposed to do that and I totally forgot. I apologize. Yeah, I'll get that done for you guys. Because you actually have to enable your node into pool mode in order for it to actually accept your get work and everything from your rig. So yeah, you do gotta do a little different things on Ironfish in order to do that. So yeah, I'll get that going for you. I totally forgot about that I didn't do the actual enabling the pool mode and stuff. All right, yeah, we'll do. Hi, please tell me ASIC S19J Pro Plus 122 hash is the best choice for today. I don't know. I guess it comes down to price of these miners. Let's have a look. Let's head on over to good old, what we got? Good old Miner Bros. See what they are charging. Now remember, code Rabid will grant you $50 off. Let's see here. What are the prices of these? So you want a BTC ASIC, obviously, by the sounds of things. So we're going to go to shop. We're going to go to Bitmain. Do they have my coins here? SHA 256. Blake, ASIC miners, Grin, Eagle Song. SHA 256. All right, let's check that out. What do we got for prices? S19 Pro. So you said S19 Pro Plus, right? S19 Pro Plus. Where is it? The 122. Where is that? Do they have that one here? S19 Pro Plus. This guy right here was at 3,000 versus that. So let's try to work out, I guess, price to terahash. So let's just go. That's 122, you said, divided by 3089, 0.3. But what's the power? What's the power? Usually the newer miners are ultimately the best. But this is what? A little over about 3,100. And then the S19 was the normal one. It's 31. That's 110. What? And this one is, yeah, that one's one. Yeah, this one's, how is that? Is this one cheaper than the other one? So yeah, 122 terahash. Oh, that one's 140 terahash. Never mind. That makes sense now. And then this one is 2331. S19 XP. That looks like a beast, but it's new. All these look good actually, but yeah, my power price costs too much, so I don't mind myself Bitcoin because these things burn up a lot of power. But it's up to you, I guess. But it looks like it's not too bad. You know, Bitcoin miners, they're in abundant. They're a lot cheaper than some of the other ones. Obviously, it goes by profitability. Bitcoin per miner isn't very profitable unless you got very cheap power. But at the same time, you might be better off with something like an L7 or a K7 or something, because you will make more per day. They do cost more because they're more profitable miners, but then you can just swap that into Bitcoin. So it all depends how you really want to mine it. But the S19 does, if you want Bitcoin, you know, it's king. It's a Mac Daddy. Is there no long poll syntax command for the Dero miner batch file? What do you mean by long poll? Like you want like a big humongo thing? What kind of command are you trying to put into it? Which miner? The original Dero miner? Or like there's what, 3 or 4 miners for Dero now? And I'm almost done testing to get down to the best miner for Dero. Tomorrow I should be done my final test. So I already did test. I went, what did I do? I got Uranus, red pots. I got Uranus miner versus Astro miner. And what I did there is I took 6 3900X rigs versus 6 3900X rigs on 2 separate nodes individually to see how many blocks each miner finds. And then after 24 hours, I switched the nodes over and moved the miners to the opposite node just to, you know, get clarity. Maybe one node worked better than the other one or so on, depending on hardware, just to see how it worked out. And I did that for another day. And then once I got the winner, I'm putting the winner up versus Hansen's new miner. And then I'm doing the same thing. So I just finished day 1 of Hansen versus the miner. And tomorrow will be the end of my tests. And then I'll have a full timeline of which one is the best. Now, once I'm done with my results, then I got to go back and I want to bring one out on the test bench. I want to go through how much power each of these miners do use, and that we can get a full kind of idea of how each miner performs and which miner you should use to mine Duro in general. But yeah, I'm almost done the test. Red Putt says Uranus miner is the best. Dan rugs Caspa. It's a good day to rug Caspa right now. You know, it's going up. It's seeing some nice price gains, so you better pull that rug ASAP. Thank you for the US $5. It was Budweiser. Hey Cobra, what's going on? Welcome. What's happening? Power Mines Crypto. How's it going? Pretty good. How you doing? Picked up. It cost $2,000 S19J Pro Plus. $2,000. I guess, do you have $2,000 that you can afford to purchase a Bitcoin miner? I know I don't, but maybe you do. It all depends. Retro Mike, Max Voltage. Hey, Max Voltage is in the house. I didn't even see it. Welcome, Max Voltage, if you're still here. I feel obligated to drop a 4 a.m. video tomorrow morning for you. I missed something. There's some inside joke going on there, isn't there? Mind some. There are many in the community that are much better, generous than me. I do what I can. Max Voltage, you giving away stuff? What's going on? You're generous about what? For you guys just tuning in, we did a little kind of recap here on looking at current, I guess, how much coins are paying out to miners. And as we can see here, Caspa is in the lead again at $392,575. They're paying to the miners on the network, which is the top coin for GPUs and stuff, so on. Even so, more than Ethereum Classic, which is sitting at $324,294. Third place, it looks like we're rocking Conflux here. Nexa, did I update? Yeah, I updated the Nexa one. Ravencoin, that auto pulls. Ravencoin's here and that. Now, you know what? I'm just going to go in order here, even though I have that error. So let's just sort this. So we're going to get rid of these errors and just kind of look here. So we got Caspa in first, Ethereum Classic, Conflux, and Nexa, Ravencoin. Ergo, I have to readjust just to see how well. I don't know what the current blocks are, so that one's inaccurate. Now, ETHPOW, what's your price? Let's check out ETHPOW. I need to update the price on that. Let's see what ETHPOW is up to these days. ETHPOW is sitting at, what is that? $3.37. What do I got? Okay, it's down a little bit, so $3.37. Update that, so they're at 44. Flux, what's up? Is this auto pull, I think? Yeah, Flux auto pulls 26,000. That's not very much. A lithium, this is updated 15,000. Bitcoin Gold, Radiant, we did updates only 7,000. Neoxa, is this auto up? No, that doesn't. So what's Neoxa at right now? Neoxa, how much you paying us? How much you paying us to secure your network? We go to where the money is. Neoxa, what are you at? Neoxa price is at 000927. 000927. So down a little bit. 927. 5,673. But we can see the kings here. Caspa is currently king of GPU mining right now and paying the most. And we got Conflux. Conflux is way up there too, yeah. Nexa, Ravencoin, crazy. So it's looking not too bad, guys. Looking not too bad, but we're still a long ways to have anybody turn their rigs and farms back on, because we're not even at, like, we're close to $1 million. But remember, before the Ethereum merge, they're paying out 21 million. So the GPU networks cannot support the miner still. So there's still a crap ton of people that are waiting to turn back on. What do we got? Howdy fellows. I know we're miners, but every time I check, it gets way more BTC to buy now and sell near to then to buy a miner and mine after the halving. If you're really looking into an ASIC, things are still cheap. You know, prices have been going up on cross miners. Look at the E9 Pro. It almost doubled in price since its first drop. It went from like $12.99 upwards to like, what is it, $3,500 now? Crazy. So ASICs, depending on the market, we're going to see prices go up and down. But ultimately, right now, they're cheaper, way cheaper than what they're going to be in a year's time, year and a half, 2 years from now. They're going to be a lot more. We're going to be looking at like $20,000 to $80,000 freaking miners at that point, depending on the size of the market and how big it pumps and stuff in 2025. So things are looking very cheap for hardware right now. Just it's really hard for people to say, hey, you know what? It's iffy right now, but as everyone's iffy on everything, that's when you do pick up your hardware and everything. Because once everybody wants your hardware, that's when it's worth, 5 times more in price. It's hilarious though. And it's the way it works. Think about it. Right now, you look at an ASIC, you look at whatever, and you're like, do I want to spend, I guess, $400 on a mini Doge, or do I want, they're not profitable right now. I guess low power mode is still, but hash rate mode isn't. But I'm just trying to use an example here. You spend $500 on whatever miner, some little miner, but no one wants it because it's only making maybe 20 to 30 cents a day. And then 2025 comes. We've seen this in 2021. Then this comes. Now that same miner that is $400 or $500 now is worth like $4,000, but people are buying it because it's making like $1 or $2 a day at that point. So it's funny because people, once things look like it's kind of profitable, people don't care about how much money they spend. It's weird thinking, but that's just the way it works. I just don't understand it. I would never buy a miner in a bull run. It doesn't make sense to buy something when they're, less than half price right now. It's crazy because they're going to explode. Like in theory, you could buy a miner now, not even mine on the freaking thing, sell it in a bull run and quadruple your money just through minor inflation costs. That's some people do that. Well, how do you that's how a lot of third parties, that's their business. They get them when they're cheap. They sell them when they're high. It's just like crypto markets in general. Hardware kind of works out the same way as well. What do we got here? I've managed to avoid waiting to turn on by simply never turning off between cycles. Clucker GG, that's probably a good way to look at it. I don't have to turn back on because I never turned off, so I don't know what you're talking about. That's hilarious. That's awesome. April 12th, update will take alt rally, make altcoin mine profitable. You're talking about Ethereum. Ethereum has nothing to do with mining anymore. So, putting the word miner and Ethereum in the same sentence, they don't mingle no more. They don't go together. They shouldn't be together in the same sentence. They're proof of stake now. But Ethereum is having a network update. I believe it's called Shanghai next month. And that is the ability, supposedly, that people will finally be able to withdraw their staked Ethereum. So could we see a drop in the market? Could we see an increase in the market? Who knows? We're probably going to see a pump in Ethereum depending on the market in general. Like obviously if the market starts crashing and people want to buy in, Ethereum may go up a little bit, but it's not going to see pretty much the news is happening. People buy in. As soon as the news is over, you sell it all in a dump. So we're probably going to, I don't know what's going to happen. But the ability to finally sell staked ETH, some people who got in really, really early just to start the whole beacon chain, ETH was only like $500 or $600 at that point. So they're still like, what's the USD price of it right now? 1,700. So, they're over 2, almost 3x in price on when some of the early people first got in. So maybe they'll finally take some profits. Maybe they won't. I don't know. They want to keep their validator node up. That's a totally different story. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. Ultimately, we're miners. We don't really care about Ethereum anymore. So yeah, that's it. Make a living buying ASICs low, selling ASICs high. You can definitely do that. A lot of that, like I said, a lot of companies, that's exactly what they do. They get all that and then they hodl. They pay their expenses and stuff, obviously, and taxes and everything. But then they wait for the next bear market. And that's what happens. In 2025, we're going to be in a bull market. In 2026, we're going to be back to where we are, looking for a bottom again. So, I feel the cycles play a massive role in how everything goes. Right. I just want my funds and I'm done with them. Yeah, pretty much. So, are you in the eth? You have a bunch locked up. You're trying to pull out Cobra. You going to be pulling everything out? I was reading it could take up to a year to withdraw funds. See, that's the other part. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if is Max Voltage still here? He probably knows. But it's supposed to be on a queue system. So it's like a first come, first serve. So I wonder if a whole bunch of people just line up. And obviously, if it looks like too much ETH is leaving, they might just, okay, we're just going to hit the halt button right now. And we can't let that much amount of ETH leave because then now we're in trouble. So there's a queue system so they can track and watch how much is coming in and out. So obviously, if it's looking too much on a bad end, they probably have the big red button that says, nope, no more. You guys can't pull out anymore. You're past your quota or something stupid like that. But we'll just have to wait and see. Still here, first in, first out, queue priority. So yeah, first in, first out. So everyone, yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. But I guess based on the queue, I don't know what the amounts can be and so on. If it's just a person thing. So if like one person has $1 billion in Ethereum, and if he's first in queue, can he just pull it all out, or is he limited to an X amount? Then he has to get back in line. I don't know any of those details at all, but it's a queue system, so we just have to wait. And I imagine, like I said, they have a big red button that could probably say we're halting withdrawals right now because it's looking too bad. So I don't know. Let's have to wait and see. Centralized withdrawal system. Yes, very centralized, very censored, and a lot of issues are probably going to start arising, especially if with the US and everything they're trying to crack down on. And we still don't know, is it all staking, platform staking, is it only exchange staking? We have no idea. We have no idea. I don't even think the Securities Commission knows what they're doing yet. They just fire out a different statement every couple of days and keep everyone on their toes, and they have no clue what they're even talking about. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I got screwed in the Celsius situation. I got 3S stuck in there. Yeah, that sucks. But remember, rule number one, I know you get promised with all these awesome APYs and so on, yada, yada, yada. Just don't hold any of your coins on exchanges. Enough with that staking on Celsius. Well, it can't anymore, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, maybe in a bull run, it might be okay. But as soon as we start, leading into a bear market again, so like if the cycles play itself out again, which they most likely will, we're going to hit those all-time highs in 2025. And then 2026, we're going to start running to that bear market. So if you are into something, maybe plan to have it unlocked or you're able to withdraw before 2026. So maybe only lock up for 3 to 6 months. Again, don't even do that at all. I don't want you guys to do that. But if you plan on trying to get sucked into something like that, maybe only do it for a couple months so you can get the heck out of there before more things collapse in the next bear cycle. But we'll see. Ultimately, end of the day, keep your stuff in a hardware wallet, keep it on your own wallets, keep it somewhere that's not on an exchange. And then it doesn't matter. Binance could collapse. I know a lot of people say if Binance collapses, that's going to set crypto back 10 years. That's going to do it. I don't really care. If it collapses, I don't care because I'll still have my crypto. Everyone in Binance that believes so heavily in it, you don't have your crypto anymore. You lost it all. But I don't care because I still have mine. So anything can collapse, whatever. Say, crypto's going to drop for 10 years or something. It'll come back. Another exchange will be there. Another something will happen, whatever. It doesn't matter. End of the day, your crypto is safe because you held on to it yourself. Be your own bank, guys. That seems to be the going movement these days. Be your own bank. BYOB. Hold on. Not your keys, not your crypto. Don't send them out to anybody. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm at work listening. Hey, Travelers Travels. Welcome. At work listening. Everyone else at work listening with you as well. Maybe. Tell them to hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up too. Guys, we need more like buttons. We got 128 viewers, 33 likes. What is going on? Smash it. We need to hit that. We need 180 likes with only 134 viewers now. I know my math's not right. How do we have more likes than viewers? It's just going to happen that way. Binance collapsing, I think, will democratize the market. it doesn't matter. Everyone has their own theory on what's happening. End of the day, who cares what happens? Your crypto is still in your own wallet. So, you know, as much as you think it's impossible to happen or won't happen or this could happen or that happen, it doesn't matter what will or won't happen. All that matters is that your crypto is safe because you're holding on to it. That's all that really matters. Sorry, Rabid was busy selling 20% of my cash for buying Litecoin. Litecoin has been pumping. Absolutely. That's a wicked play there, Max. Wicked play. There you go. Max Voltage is selling his cash. But guys, don't be scared to take profits. I know you go on Twitter, you go on whatever. Oh, hodl, going to the moon, going to the moon. Take profits, guys. If it's just sitting there in coins and a value in your wallet, it's not worth that until you actually, well, then you go into the dirty fiat system. So you can also have that argument, but you know, it's okay to take profits. You know, it's going to dump again. It's not going to keep going up forever. It's going to drop again, guys. And then you can either buy back in and ride the next wave or so on. Or maybe, you know, you want to time the top a little more. It can get risky, but the volume is there now. Now, not financial advice, but it's okay to take profits. I'm still down a little bit on Bitcoin waiting. I didn't necessarily take profits, but let's take a look at that. Where's CoinMarketCap here? I did sold Bitcoin here. Actually, where is it? Let's look at this. Let's look at the past 7 days. Right here, like exactly right at the top. Just before that, when all the whole thing was going on, I sold my Bitcoin right here. Boom, right at the top. And then I was looking at that, and that morning I was sitting here like right at the bottom at this point, and I was like, you know what? It's kind of, I don't know, maybe it's the volume's kind of, you know, slowing down a little bit, yada yada. Maybe I should just buy back in. I didn't. I just held it, so I'm still out. But and then all of a sudden this happened. But I'm still waiting. I feel we're still going to see a dip, probably back to these levels, maybe more. I don't know, but I didn't buy back in yet. Technically, I could be safe. Buy back in now, and I'm still going to go up with it. But I'm still waiting to see what happens. Same thing happened with Flux, I guess, what was it, last month or something, when, you know, it just shot right up quite a bit. And there we go. We had the same thing again. Everyone yelling, hodl, hodl, hodl. It's going to keep going up. Awesome. Flux to the moon. I sold it. And then we saw what happened. It crashed. Lots. And then you buy back in. And I only got an extra 30 or 40% of my total Flux because I did have a bunch locked up. But it's okay to take profits, guys. Don't just sit there and think hodl for life, because, you know, if everyone hodls for life, then all of a sudden one day everyone decides to sell, it's going to crash. It'll look like a freaking rug pull if everyone decides to sell at the next all-time high or something. So you might not even be able to sell because all the volume is going to be on the sell order, nothing on the buy order. But, you know, it's interesting. We'll just figure out what happens. Hanging out at 146 viewers now with 52 likes. Smash that like button, everyone. 100% financial advice. I get my financial direction, the great Mr. RabidMining. Sell. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own thing. Thanks a lot, hobbyist. Thanks a lot. Great. But, you know, I only said that because hobbyist actually sent me a DM, which is in a different window, telling me exactly what I just said. So I'm scripted. Oh, crazy. I'm just kidding, guys. That didn't happen. Oh, okay. What do we got going on here? I'm going to be going live at 2. PowerMinds is going live at 2 Eastern. Hurricane, I'm also worried which stablecoin will get attacked next. That's a huge question, actually. That's a massive question. Now, honestly, being from Canada, I kind of talked about this previously. Now, we know the whole what happened with Circle and 9 to 10%, whatever, it couldn't get pulled out, and yada yada. It had that little minor depegging, and then it shot right back up and recovered. Now, USDC is pretty much the only stable coin that we can use right now in Canada, kind of legally. So USDT is slowly getting phased out of Canada. Now, this also could be a move to the whole CDBDC, or I put an extra letter in there, but you know what I'm talking about. The whole government coin thing happening. So there are talks of maybe USDT of being the next coin under attack. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Same with the whole FTX thing. I'm not saying anybody knows something other than other people, but FTX, they tried getting into Canada and setting up shop, I think in BC by Vancouver or something. And then they got like blackballed and they got halted, said, nope, you're not coming to Canada. And then a couple months later, the whole collapse thing happened. So I don't know if there's like inside information going on there. Probably, I have no idea. But now it looks like there's a crackdown on USDT in Canada. So could something happen eventually on that, you know, down the road? I have no idea. All I know is we can only pretty much use USDC now at that point on most of the exchanges. Now you can still obviously use other exchanges and get USDT. I have USDT on various other platforms, like tons of ways around it, but like the centralized exchanges like crypto.com and stuff like that, they are seeming to phase out the USDT. It's no longer available within any of their wallets anymore or to trade in Canada. So we're kind of stuck with USDC at this point. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the whole stablecoin thing and what coins could be getting attacked next by whatever entity. Did GPT write your script today? And no, I tried that. I never really tried ChatGPT much. I tried it a couple times, but no, he didn't write my script today. I should get him to write the tomorrow's script and see what happens. See what it turns out to be, and I'll just be like doing a whole bunch of weird, not even know what I'm talking about stuff, but it sounds smart. I was using ChatGPT to write bash scripts for me. Really nice. Awesome. Is it correct that you only need GPU when wanting to mine a Leo when it goes on mainnet? I don't think so. Maybe, but as far as I'm aware, a Leo seems like it's another one of those whole proof of useful work things where you need a good CPU, you need a server. You ultimately need a server. You need some fast hard drives, like Filecoin, all these others. Good CPU. I didn't know like a GPU will work, but I think they got better things than GPUs within the Aleo servers themselves. But yeah, I don't know for sure. There's still a lot of not misinformation, but unknown information on Aleo. Now, previously, before the whole Aleo thing really started coming to light, I was getting some emails from some companies to talk about Aleo and stuff. I never did do it, but now the same people are kind of changing their tone on Aleo. Now it sounds like the testnet is gaining a lot of hash rate, and it's not like rewards are way down. So it's going to be interesting once mainnet even hits, if it's even worth mining. It's going to come down to, I guess, obviously the price of the coin or everything, but it's almost, they're kind of changing their tone on wanting to be known for a Leo and want to move more towards like, hey, we also got some BTC miners and stuff here. Do you want to try those out? And stuff like that. So I don't know. A Leo seems a lot up in the air right now, but we got to wait and see what happens. As we know, Apollo is supposed to be dropping some type of a Leo miner. They also have a new Ethash miner coming. They also have something that looks like a GPU, but Apollo has like 5 or 6 new miners in the works that's going to supposedly drop in the next 2 to 3 months. But we'll see what happens. There's a lot of hush-hush going on with a lot of these companies right now, but a lot of things are being created. BTC is my stable coin. Very true. BTC, use it for its intended purpose. It's to undermine the traditional financial system. And that's what I feel crypto is. Like, I don't mine crypto. I go through this quite often now. Everyone mines crypto for their own reason. I don't mine it to hodl and get Lambos. Obviously that a lot of us think that, I do have some coins I'm holding to hold out and hopefully they pump. But my main purpose of mining is not to just hold the coin. Hopefully it goes like 1,000, 40,000x. Sure, that would be absolutely awesome. But I'm using crypto for its intended purpose. I'm technically printing my own money. The feds do it, so why can't I? So I'm using it for sustainability. So I mine crypto. I use it to purchase groceries. I use it to pay mortgages, to do stuff, to cover my power bills, obviously, because that's the one main expense there. But I use it to buy goods and services. I pretty much use crypto every single day, and it's all coming out of a lot of my mined crypto and stuff. So that's what I do with my crypto. I use it for its purpose, and that's what I feel the value in cryptocurrency truly is. Not just to hodl, not to just do this, do that. Bitcoin was made to be P2P transactions, buy goods and services, and to undermine the main system of fiat. So yeah, that's where I feel the value of cryptocurrencies truly is. Anyway, based on the proving pools at their Discord channel, there are some different requirements based on which pool you want to mine a Leo on. See, that's interesting there too. Then that's opening up the whole ballpark. Now, that's also, I still got to do a lot of research. I think everybody trying to do a lot of research on that, but we know it's coming, the proof of useful work thing, and there's still so much uncertainty. And I think everything is also, this uncertainty maybe depend on what that technical proof of useful project is actually doing. Like, as we know, Dynex, they say they're doing proof of work. Are they actually doing it? No one really knows. No idea what's going on there. Yes, it's profitable, but they're not using very much power. Their GPUs look exactly like when I'm rendering a video. The power fluctuates up and down. It's about the same amount and so on. So what are they actually doing there? It is replicating, technically video rendering, depending on your video program. Some use 100% CPU, some use 100% GPU, and some use a mixture depending if it's transition, if it's an effect or whatever else. It bounces between and has a set, like transitions will be done on your GPU, and, lighting effects and stuff will be on your CPU. Some programs are like that. So there's a lot of different variations of the programs and stuff that they use. So now we got, Flux wants to do proof of useful work. So maybe they're going to do, I don't know what they're doing for their proof of useful work, but there might be. And then we have render token, you could render out videos and stuff like that. You're rendering. So each platform probably has a different set of specs and needs for whatever they're doing their useful work for. So there's a lot of uncertainty, and I think there's going to be a lot more complex than originally. You just take your GPUs, point to that proof of useful work. That's not what's going to happen. It's going to come down to different specs, different PCI lanes, and bigger CPUs, bigger, more memory GPUs, and so on. They could get expensive, and on the other case, there might be some that don't really need much depending on the application and what they're doing. So we're really going into uncharted territory here. It is going to be a new thing eventually, and we just don't know exactly what to expect. But it's going to come down to what the proof of useful work that they're actually doing is what I think it really comes down to, which may be why, depending on your pool you're using with that, maybe each pool is doing some different type of work requiring different specs. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We're definitely going to have a lot of stuff to keep an eye on moving into the next couple of years for sure. Okay, what do we got here? Lambo Huddle Gang. Dan Ruggs Caspa. Ozzy Ruggs Caspa is in the Lambo Huddle Gang. That's awesome. You ever get my stream ready to see you around? All right, Power Buys. I can get my hands on 6X Xeons E5s 2699 V3s with 18 cores and 36 threads for a price of $600 total. But if you in the end can mine with GPU, I do not want to buy them. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea, how the whole thing works. And yeah, I'm not sure. I just don't know. We have to wait for it to actually emerge. I haven't tried the test net. I haven't tried putting anything towards the test net. Maybe that's something we should do just to see what the performance is and what it does, what it needs, what it doesn't need. But yeah, I have no idea because I never really looked into a Leo itself. Now, I know Tom's Hardware did do some write-ups on it saying, this is the next best thing for GPU miners ever since the merge. Now, they're talking about something to point your GPUs on there. That was a few months back, but now it's looking like you need a whole complete, you need everything. You need like a workhorse workstation. So I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with the Leo right now anyway, but I'll try to find out, but we'll see. I have the same setup for a Chia plotter. Same thing, yeah, Chia plotting. Well, I guess now you can plot with GPUs. So how's that work? Anyone done that lately? I should try that maybe, but I haven't done it. Anyone tried plotting? Now, and if you did try plotting with your GPU, how fast was it? And secondary, do you need to keep your GPU kind of on to keep them compressed, or do they uncompress? There's different write-ups depending where I read, where you have to continue the GPU to them to keep those plots compressed, almost like a spring. You need that GPU to keep holding that thing down, or does it, and it eventually, doesn't stay compressed for long or something? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I never tried it, never looked into it much past that. So I'm curious how the whole thing works, if any of you guys have tried it yet. On Linux only. John Franquist Aubin. You need 256 gigabytes of RAM for now. Wow, you need a lot of RAM for that. No thanks. Imagine getting 256 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM. No thanks at all. Crazy. That's for RAM plotting. Don't you only need that much for RAM plotting, or you need that for the GPU plotting as well now? I don't even know. I gotta check it out. We'll see. What do we got here? Any other questions? Okay, what do we got? We got Trillion Capital here. L7 or Osprey? Which one would you choose right now? Oh, that's a tough question. That's a tough question. I don't know. You know what? That's a really tough one. The Osprey is cheaper. Caspa, a lot of people are saying Caspa is going to do some amazing things. You also have the options of, like we heard the other day, there is what is it? It's a Ergo Bitstream is, I guess, a hidden thing out there for some people now. So you could probably mine Ergo with it now. RXD is supposed to be in the future for that as well. And if Caspa pumps, obviously, as with the aggressive halving, you're going to need one of those to stay profitable. And then also as a YouTube channel, I feel I get a lot more videos out of the Osprey because I could rip the FPGAs out of there and test them one by one and on other things and stuff as well. I don't know. And the L7, obviously the L7 is a great miner. It's Litecoin Doge miner. We have a Litecoin halving coming up. But that's not really going to affect the miner. Misconception here is, you know, I have seen a lot of posts and Reddit and stuff saying, oh, Litecoin halving's coming, this is going to be garbage. But no, majority of the income does come from Dogecoin, and it doesn't have a halving schedule.
See this?
Oh, yeah, fancy.
George.
Oh, lucky you.
And I did this.
Good job. Sorry, little one is there. But yeah, it doesn't have a halving schedule, so the ultimate crackdown on that would be hash rate would be slowing it down, just like what we're seeing with KDA and I guess CKB. So I would probably take an Osprey. It seems more exciting, more fun to rock with. And if what if Caspa hits $1 or something crazy? Yeah, that'd be hugely profitable and it would dominate the market because it outperforms GPUs hands down. So I would probably go with the Osprey. It just seems like a cool piece of equipment. We're worried about a Caspa ASIC. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not an ASIC though. It's an ASIC shell like an L3 Plus, but the E300 is actually FPGAs. It's 3 FPGA boards within that frame. So it's almost like, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. So everyone looks at it, think it's an ASIC. It's not an ASIC yet. So it does have the ability, like I said, Ergo will be there, Radiant Mining will be there, and then all the other coins that you can find bit streams for, you could, in theory, throw that into those because they are FPGAs. So that'd be a more interesting, cool miner. And then, but it comes down. Is Caspa going to explode to the levels for it? So, that's the big uncertainty. That's the uncertainty with a lot of ASICs. Now with the L7, it's profitable right now, but later on this year, we might see some better miners. And especially before the next bull run, we are going to see Bitmain drop an L9 or something, whatever they're going to call it. They're going to drop it because they are due to their schedule just before the next bull run of a monster coming. And they're probably going to have something that that makes the L7 look like an L3 Plus. Like, I don't even know what kind of numbers to expect. I would probably expect, I've heard some rumors of some numbers that I can't fathom that they're true. So I don't think they're right. But we can probably expect the L7 to look like an L3 Plus compared to what they're going to drop in at the latest sometime in 2024. But again, that comes down to what we may see happen this year. We might see an middle ground. So the L7s could become outdated fairly soon. And if the impact is like what we've seen with KA3s and stuff, the hash rate's going to spike. And I know we're going to say L3s pluses are still profitable, but if we start to see that level of a gain, they're not going to be profitable. We will see a huge drop in profitability on L7s even, because the hash rate it's looking like they're going to be huge. But again, I don't know for sure, but it's going to be crazy. You found an L7 9.5 for $600 Canadian, $6,000 Canadian. Hard fork crypto. That seems way too good to be true, to be honest with you. $6,000 Canadian. You can't even find a 9.5 gigahash for like 9,000 USD. So that's like $5,000 or $6,000 cheaper than what it should be. That seems scammy to me. Where did you find that hard fork? Let us know. I don't know. I don't trust that price. would I get it if it was legit? Probably, yeah. That's a good price for an L7 9.5 version, but I don't know. It seems crazy. Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go with that. But you never know, I guess. Do they accept returns? Parts only. With an AMD EPYC system with PCI 4, it would be even faster, probably like 1 minute per plot. EPYCs. Oh my gosh. Let's not get on the EPYC topic. We'll be here all day. EPYCs are insane. Well, depending, especially with the newer ones, though. They're absolutely insane. EPYCs are a dream machine. I'll just leave it at that. Those things are so awesome. Yeah, I have to see it running, make sure it doesn't die. Yeah, for sure. You'd have to, I don't know, does he live far away from you? Can you drive to his house and see? Probably not, but you'd have to get a lot of confirmation that it's in fact that miner, and it works. It just seems too good to be true. That, I know the price seems up there, but it's not. That's very, very cheap, I feel, for 9.5 gigahash L7, especially in Canada at Canadian funds. But I don't know. We'll see. You never know. Oh, he's local. Yeah, drive on over there then. If he's local, yeah, check it out and see if it's legit. If it is, yeah, I'd buy it. I'd go for it. Red Panda mining.
Red Panda mining
is all in CPU mining. Dero to the moon. Oh, crazy. Anyone expect the gold shell miners with Ravenge? Ravenge? Is that a coin? I never heard of that. What the heck is Ravenge? Someone fill me in. Anyone heard of Ravenge? Ravenge. Is Raven. What is Raven Dark? XRD. Raven Coin Classic. I don't see no Ravenge on mining pool stats. Never heard of it. Is that a thing? Anybody else know about it? Revenge hash rate. Ravenge. I don't know what. I heard Panda got rid of all his GPUs for CPU mining. Yeah. Might be a memory leak somewhere. You can check when it's using too much. Do you know the VRSC hash rate on a 5900X? Not 100% sure the Verus coin on a 5900X. It's probably the same or pretty close to a 39. I don't know. Do we have that here? Load this. Do we have Verus in here? Where you at? Verus hash. So what is that? 32 mega hash. So it's probably around the 32 mega hash mark, I'm assuming. In there somewhere. I'm guessing. Because there isn't really a difference between the 3000 and 5000 series for miners. They're pretty much exactly the same. Chia uses about 1.3K to 1.5K RAM when not plotting. That's crazy. Really? It uses that much? Huh. I want my subs back. I caught the tail end of that because someone said you were streaming and I saw you guys do the whole retro mic point to him thing. So they all left Panda's channel and went to Retro Mike, and now he wants them back. So, be nice, share the wealth, give Red Panda some subs. He needs them. He needs these subs back. It's desperate times. It's rough out here, you guys. Come on. Oh, okay, what do we got here? The RAM usage increases steadily. There is a high chance it's a memory leak. Oh, Seb's in the house as well. What's going on? Where did you guys all come from out of nowhere? And where'd everyone go? I think everyone left. Did someone else start streaming now too? Because we had just a big drop off. Everyone's probably bored. As soon as I said the word epic, everyone took off. Panda is the least searching crypto tuber on the planet. Oh, crazy. You know what? Let's. Actually, I don't even know how that thing would work. Sorry, I'm late. Just finished dinner. Seb's having some dinner. Seb, what's going on, Seb? What'd you have for dinner? That's what everyone likes to ask. It seems like. Do we have any other questions? What are we talking about? I don't know much about Chia, at all, really. I have 24 terabytes. You know what? Let's check that out. How is my Chia doing? I haven't searched Chia for a while. Chia, what are you doing? Let me see here. That's not Chia. Zil, this, that. Chia, here we are. Gigahorse compression plots are now available in Flex Farmer. That's nice. I don't have any of that. 2 workers. Yes, they're online. That's good. 15.5 5 average. Okay. Current effective is 22. It seems like this dropped. I don't know. 18 cents. All right. I'm making 18 cents. Chia mining, guys. 18 cents. That's not too bad. Kind of, I guess. Well, it's only like 16 watts or something. 8 watts. But yeah, I got 24 terabytes of Chia mining. That is a farm and a half. Maybe I should try solo. Try some solo Chia mining with 24 terabytes. See if I hit a block. All in, little guy. All in, little guy. Anyone expect new gold shell miners to answer the Bitmain ones? No. Now, I don't think even if gold shell wanted to, I don't think they can. I don't know if it's true though. So, Bitmain, they're rich, they're huge, and they own the supply chain almost. Well, you know, they don't own it, but like the information I gathered, it kind of sounds like Bitmain doesn't give anyone a chance. So ultimately, they are the best because they're bullies. So they have all the money, they have the research team, they know what they want, they know what they need. They buy out pretty much all the best chips for the ASICs and stuff that they can and kind of leave Gold Shell and the other guys with scraps. So not only is Gold Shell not able to even compete in terms of efficiencies because they're working with worse chips, they're not going to be able to make miners to have, you know, that closer range. Now, will Bitmain ever start making home miners? Maybe. I most likely don't think they will because all they care about is the big miners and the farms and selling all their miners as fast as they can before people realize that they're about to kill the coin. So, you know, that's what they do. So, you know, gold shell and stuff doesn't really have a chance, which is the same thing that's kind of happening with like the KA3. I feel it's worse now. Not just, yes, the mining profitability is obviously way down. The mini miners on Kadena they're not profitable unless you have cheap power. But I feel the network itself is now a centralized network. It's not like it used to be. Like, I don't know, you can probably check the wallets. I don't even know how many wallets are on it, not mining it and so on. But I feel people have to turn off. You have to turn off your miners because they're not profitable. Now, the people with KA3s are pretty much the only miner that is profitable. Again, coming down to power price, we have free power. You can still use any miner you want. You don't care. Even with like, you know, 2-3 cents power, everything will still be profitable. But most miners, the home miners and so on, most likely have to shut off. So now you have less wallets mining Kadena because it's not profitable, and you have less miners with more hash rate than everybody else. Like, there's some farms out there with over 200 to 400 freaking KA3 miners in their farm. They're taking over the entire network. It is now a centralized network more so than it used to be. And then I know the whole argument, miners bring value to the coin. They bring security, but they also bring a lot of sell pressure. So I don't know. I just feel Kadena is actually kind of worse because of Bitmain, but I could be wrong. You know, obviously, hopefully it pumps up and we hit new all-time highs again. $23 plus would be absolutely amazing. I'm holding on to those coins, hoping for that, but there could be a chance that it might not happen. We just don't know, but it'll be interesting to see how this whole thing plays out. But in the end, you know, Bitmain, that's all they care about, selling their miners ASAP, and that's it. I think Gold Shell will just be for home miners with 120 volt power miners. Yeah, for sure. That Gold Shell caters to the home miners. At the same time, they need to figure out a way to, I guess, make a miner at least profitable. They need to get more efficient, but they really can't if Bitmain doesn't even allow them to get some of the best equipment out there, or even the chips and the Samsung memory and stuff like that. Like, if they can't get the parts to even make a profitable miner in the small form anyway, they're not going to sell any miners because it's just not worth it. Why would you buy a miner that's not worth it? So yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. We got to wait and see. I would have a home KDA miner running. Red Panda Mining is the world's slowest shipper. So it sounds like Panda's supposed to be sending you a Kadena miner, but he hasn't shipped it yet. I'm just kidding. Oh, crazy. What do we got here? Yeah, always nice to be ready. Not sure if it will go anywhere. We will see. Yeah, we'll for sure see. I think everything is pretty much, we're in spec mining phases 100% right now. We don't know what the next massive coin will be. Sure, all eyes are right now pointing towards, Caspa being great, but Caspa has a huge, super fast emission schedule. It's dropping every month. It's a halving every year. It's crazy. But was it half the coins now, or over half the coins are already minted, but it has a 15-year schedule and we're only in like year 1. So you can kind of see what's going on there. And that's where the GPUs are going to fall off the network very, very fast here in the next year or so. It's not going to be worth mining on GPU unless we see a price extremely high happen, which it could. Caspa is seeing some nice price gains moving on. So yeah, it'll be awesome, but we'll see, especially with all the E300s and stuff that are coming online as well. Goldshell can buy Samsung chips, but their miners will be even more expensive. Okay, that's another way to look at it. They can make good hardware, but then it's going to cost twice as much. That's very true, Fully Electric. But, I'd rather get, a 700, in the bear market right now. I'd get a $600 or $700 miner. That's good. Instead of a $400 miner that sucks. At least there's profit there. You have an ROI. If you're not in the profit range, there's no ROI. Well, there will be when it pumps. You got to calculate that, and then you're really holding on to your pants, hoping for a profit level. But we got to just wait on. So I would pay a little extra for a good miner instead of a cheaper crap miner. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's me. DJ Mines, the K7 is still making a killing. Nice. I still never got my hands on one of those, but maybe one day. We'll see. My K7 was, from the get-go, when the K3 and the K7s were announced, that was my whole plan. Like, by looking at the two coins, kind of, judging by them, and, not many people really talked about CKB and stuff, but CKB sees nice price movements with Bitcoin, where Cadena was just a spike and then nothing. It's like dead. It's bleeding to death. So I was feeling, the case CKB would probably be the better option. That's why I kind of thought that the K7 would be the better miner long term over a KA3. And so far, it's still kind of looking like the case. Yeah, the hash rate is through the roof on both of them, but I still feel, I feel CKB is probably the better coin. But again, I don't know for sure. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't have either miner though. But that was my choice between the two at the time of them releasing. Was I've had a stronger choice for the K7 over the K3. What do we got here? Hey, Red Panda Mining. I've heard a lot of people making comments about replotting on other forums. Can you comment why and what their benefits of replotting Chia? I don't know where to start with this. So are you talking to Red Panda in the chat, or do you think this is Panda's stream? It's been a couple times where this has happened, where last year, hey, Red Panda Mining, how about this? And this is Rabid right now. This isn't Red Panda's stream, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's happening again. It's happened lots in the past. We are the same. Even Goldshell doesn't even know who Red Panda Mining and RabidMining might be the same person. We don't know. We have no idea. Goldshell doesn't even know. They sent RabidMining Red Panda's freaking miner. So, nobody really knows. Am I Red Panda Mining? Am I RabidMining? Is Red Panda, or is Red Panda Rabid? We have no idea, and that's the mystery. And at the end of the day, also share the same birthday as Bitcoin. Am I Nakamoto? We have no idea. There's a conspiracy and a half going on. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows. And that's where it's staying. That's the way it's staying. See, there's been no KYC. No one has seen anyone's faces. Technically, kind of. Some people, I guess, have. Anyway, never mind. RPM, RM, both red, both start with R, both end in mining. Look at DJ. See? Let the conspiracy go. Oh, this is crazy. Rabid is a fork of RPM. Canadian, yeah, that's it. Yeah, the list just goes on. There's just too many things, right? Too many things. You took down your live stream this morning. What's happening? You can't be live at the same time. CPU mining, it's dead Jim. Or GPU there. Rabid Panda mining. Oh, that's crazy. It's crazy. All right. So anyway, what do we got here? All Canadians look alike. Haven't you seen South Park? Yeah, we all got our floppy heads like Terrence and Phillip. Crazy, crazy. Oh, them Canadians up north with their floppy heads. Yeah. So anyway, what are you guys up to? Rabid Panda mining label, yeah. But Rabid has no passport and Red Panda has one. Is that true though? Is that true? Or did I just say I didn't have one? You know, you got to throw some little bit of distraction out there. Dude, there's so much different forms of mining now. So hard to keep up. Oh, there's a ton of different ways. It's crazy. I feel it's going to be a new thing. Like the whole proof of useful work thing. It's going to be different. It's not going to be as simple as slapping some GPUs together like we're used to GPU mining. So we can need a whole new topic. It's going to be POUW mining, not GPU mining. It's going to be its own topic section altogether. So yeah, crazy. And then who knows what else is going to emerge from all of this as well. There could be like a fork from that. And now you got, it's going to, I don't know. There's a lot of things that are happening. Things are changing. Things are definitely changing. Both an animal that happens to be red. With the mine. Rested with the mines. Will be a great niche for new YouTubers. Proof of useful work mining will be a great niche for new YouTubers. Yeah, possibly. Let's see who starts tapping into it. We just need some more information on what the heck it's all going to happen and what you're actually doing. Next thing you know, proof of useful work is actually the government using everyone to hack Bitcoin accounts. That's what it really is. There we go. Boom. I just blew open the conspiracy hole there. Proof of useful work is, in fact, chains in conspiracy with the government that you're getting paid on whatever chain that you're mining on with it, but you're cracking other people's Bitcoin addresses. That's what's going on. Done. We figured it out. That's not happening. But with that regards, I remember, what was it, 2 or 3 years ago? 2 or 3 years ago, there was someone created an XMRig fork or something. I can't remember what it's called. And it was in the support XMR forums. And there was one guy, everyone was talking about mining away, hash rate, CPUs and stuff and so on. But one guy was talking about how he's using this fork to crack old Bitcoin wallet addresses. So somehow it searches addresses that has Bitcoin, but it doesn't, I don't know, it hasn't moved Bitcoin for a while, and then it just goes to work, and it just keeps computing seed phrases and all sorts of other things to crack into wallets. So there's software out there that's trying to do that. I don't know how the whole thing works. I didn't even know if that thing was real, but yeah, there's some guy was saying that. So that's kind of where, okay, that's proof of useful work. That's what's actually going on. People cracking it. But anyway, we'll see. Soon you can rent hacking power on NiceHack. Yeah, proof of useful work, hacking power. Crazy. Brute forcing old seed phrases. Crazy. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it sounded like. Now, I haven't been in that forum. It was a forum. It was a long time ago when all this was happening, but I didn't before even Discord, I think. So it was interesting, crazy. The only way to disprove the theory and Red Panda Mining is do a dual live stream. Convinced one of you guys is AI. One of us is AI. Dun, dun, dun. Craziness. Crazy. So do we have any other last minute questions, guys? We have been here for a while. We'll wrap this one up soon. We got some nice conspiracy topics. It was awesome. Rabid and RPM are one. Or maybe. Hey, remember, guys, it comes back to the intro.
We are one.
That type of operation and everything. Nope, NVIDIA servers are 10x stronger than the last used ones. They are using those blower A style cards. Yeah, those new workstation GPUs that NVIDIA was showcasing. That's the future of proof of useful work right there. You know, someone was talking about, is it better? You know, those things are going to destroy GPUs. Now, I wonder if you could like throw one of those onto, you know, I don't know, Ravencoin or something and Caspa. See how one of those handle that. That could be a thing. Anyway, guys, so Red Panda Mining, that's why they moved from 12 words to 24 word seed phrases. Possibly, yeah, you know, 12 words are too easy to crack. Now they have to move to 24. Don't talk about my 3090 Bitcoin seed phrase hacking farm. It's already been done. It's already been done. Hacking farm. Anyway, guys, so I guess we are going to wrap this one up, though. I do appreciate everyone for showing up for this live stream. I will see you all in the next one.
Rabid Panda out.